Hello, friends and people of the internet. Thank you for checking out this episode of the 15-Minute BJ Podcast. I'm your host, BJ Jezbera. Today, I got no co-host, no guest, just me and you on a solo episode. All by myself. Well, that's not true. I've got this guitar, and I'm going to use it, because today, I'm going to play you guys a couple of songs and let you guys know what's going on this week, so thank you for checking it out. This episode is brought to you guys by the lovely people at Raisin Brain, cereal for the undead. So stick around to the end of the episode. We're going to play you guys a commercial from Raisin Brain. This week is an exciting week for me because today I get to knock one of the legendary venues in San Diego off my bucket list of playing venues. The Casbah, San Diego, home to many, many great shows, and I'd say probably the big name in San Diego venues these days. It's pretty cool because I've played several other venues around San Diego that get some notoriety, but never the Casbah. So I'm very excited to play there tonight. Tonight we're going to do a full band setup. We're doing a three-piece little punk band setup on a folk night, which is weird because usually I'm the folk guy on a full band setup night, but tonight we're going to be the full band on a folk night, so we'll see how that works out. Also, I'm going to give you guys my recommendation for CD of the day, but before we get to that, I'd like to just play you guys my first song of the day as well. I chose this first song because it comes off my first album, CV Soundtrack. It's one of my first songs that I ever wrote. It's called Holly. I think I've played it on this podcast before, but I just really like to play this song, and this song is one of the first songs I ever wrote back, I think, in 2008. So it's almost 10 years old now since it's 2018. And originally a song was called Your Song, but I had to change the name because that's already an Elton John song, and I did not feel like getting sued by Sir Elton John. So, yeah, this song is called Holly now. And I'm going to play it correctly. How about that? Why don't you answer the phone, Holly, and answer these things for me? Where are you going? Where's your head at? When are you coming back? You've got my head spinning circles. Nothing makes sense these days. I don't know what I did, or what we both said, or why you're walking away. So on and on, I'll sing your song, and I just hope you hear it tonight. You hear it tonight, tonight. We've both been through too much lately to let this one be the end. We just need some time to take a breather. I know we'll be back here again, and I've waited for so long, baby, to have you right here with me. And I hope and I pray you're gonna stay, 'cause I wouldn't wanna have it any other way. So on and on, I'll sing your song, and I just hope you hear it tonight. You hear it tonight, and on, I'll sing your song, and I just hope you hear it tonight. You hear it tonight, Holly. Woo, there we go, folks. Excuse a little flub in the middle. This is a live recorded podcast, so that's going to happen. Auto-tune is off. But it actually is a funny segue because I was gonna give the story that this song got its name Holly from my Blink-182 my Blink-182 influence. They actually have a song where they speak to an imaginary girl named Holly, and I need an imaginary girl name, so I took the name Holly from Blink-182, as well as I took my shitty guitar playing from Blink-182. Tom DeLonge fucks up all his own songs, so I figure why not? Why can't I fuck up mine too? So that's Holly, and that's how I got its name and how I got my shitty guitar playing style. Before I play you guys this next song, I'd like to tell you what my CD pick of the day is. This is a CD that's probably going to get picked a lot because if I do this podcast regularly like I'm planning on, I'm going to be giving you guys a different CD of the day every time I do one. So this is one of my favorite CDs of all time, and I'm going to start it off right with this one. We're going to do Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. It's one of his first releases. I think it might be his first release with Dr. Dre. There's probably a couple before that when he was not the legendary Snoop and Dr. Dre duo that we all know. But I'm not sure about that, so I'm going to look into that. But this is my favorite Snoop Dogg's CD of all time, album, whatever you want to call it, because it's actually one of those albums that you play from front to back, and that's how it's supposed to be. I'm a big fan of that. I like when artists used to put together an entire cohesive package for you to listen to. It really showcases their artistry that way. You know, a lot of bands just write single after single after single, and they put them together, and then they just consider that since it's done, well, that's the album. But with this one, you really get a vibe all the way from beginning to end. You get to know a little bit more of like Snoop Dogg's personality. He has some funny skits in there that show a little bit behind the curtain of the Snoop Dogg persona, which I always thought was really interesting and really cool way to introduce yourself on the music scene. So I ripped that style off, and when my first TV soundtrack came out, I did the same thing. I went for a concept album, though, instead of just doing a couple funny skits here. I pretty much made the entire CD revolve around skits where we made a mockery of San Diego radio, and a lot of people that still have that CD tell me, the songs may not hold up over time, but that radio portion in the commercials and the skits, that's what they go back and listen to over and over and over again. And with me, that's fine. That's funny because I really enjoy when people get the joke. So that was it. That was it with that CD. I wanted to make fun of San Diego radio, and luckily, people of San Diego agreed with me when they heard this CD. So if you haven't been able to hear it yet, check out CV Soundtrack. I think I've got some of it still up on SoundCloud, but I had an issue. It's a very long CD. It's 40 tracks, and it literally fills a blank CD, 750 megabytes or whatever, all the way to the end. So it's kind of hard to put in one place. But if you're interested and you'd like to hear it, just send me a message, put it in the comments or whatever, and I'll try to get you a copy of it. It's very, very throwback, though, so, get ready for some young BJ squeaking into the microphone. So that's my album of the day, album of the week, album of the whatever. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Make sure you go check that out if you don't already know it. Recently, I put it up on my Instagram page, and I captioned it, "If you don't like this album, we aren't friends." And I think it's true. If you don't like Snoop Dogg, especially that album, I can't be your friend. That's just it's a rule. And that also is a nice little segue into this next song. This comes off my second CD called Go Folk Yourself. This CD was a little bit less lighthearted, a little more cynical, I think, because this one I wrote in my early 20s, right after high school, and realized what the real world was all about, and high school didn't prepare me at all for that. So this song is about fake people that are still stuck in high school. Homesick on familiar streets, everyone there's too fake for me. I'm homesick, homesick. I'm over San Diego 'cause it doesn't feel like home. Population's just a number when you walk these streets alone. And it seems like everywhere I look, I see a chance to help. But this system is so fucked up, I can't even help myself. No. So take me anywhere but downtown, I don't like going there no more. Every girl's to Kim Kardashian, every guy's to Jersey Shore. They're all so fake, I just can't take it. How can they not care? They're addicted to an image that's not going anywhere. Homesick on familiar streets, everyone there's too fake for me. I'm homesick, homesick. This MTV reality, it's too close to home for me. When the world is run by drama queens and dubstep killed the music scene. I'm homesick, homesick. I'm so homesick, homesick, homesick on familiar streets. Everyone there's too fake for me. I'm homesick, homesick. That's called Homesick, and yeah, just about how I feel about fake people. But I have grown up a little bit and make most of my money playing downtown and made a lot of great friends and people who I consider part of my extended family downtown. So that's the update to that song is downtown isn't as bad as I used to think it was. You know, and as a 19, 20-year-old person, downtown really doesn't offer much to you. So when I wrote that song, I didn't really know how much fun I would have downtown and how many great people I would meet. But there are definitely not a shortage of fucking fake-ass wannabe TV stars walking around downtown San Diego. And if you don't believe me, go out there and check yourself. So we're coming up on the end of this episode, and I just want to say thank you guys again for checking it out. Please, if you have any comments or concerns, just put them down there in the comments. Make sure you guys give me a like and a subscribe and share it if you can at all. Just take this video, post it in your Facebook feed, take a picture of it, put it in your Instagram feed, let people know. The 15-Minute BJ podcast is an independently run and owned and performed podcast, and I'm just doing it because I really enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoy listening to it. So thank you for those of you that are listening, and I will talk to you next time. As always, check me out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, where this is being posted. So if you're already on YouTube, make sure you give me that subscribe. And now I'm adding to the page a Twitch account. I'm going to be starting to stream video games in the morning while I drink my coffee and hang out with you guys, give you an opportunity to connect with me and for me to connect with you, because honestly, I just want to get this out there, get me out there, and I don't know, just get to know the people that are checking me out. So, yeah, if you want to hang out in the mornings, you got some time, grab a cup of coffee, turn on Twitch, go to twitch.com or twitch.tv, I think, twitch.tv/LBJO, ELBEEJO, LBJO. Check me out, and let's play some video games, hang out in the morning, drink some coffee, have a good time. And after tonight, I will have played the Casbah for the first time, so I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you guys. Check out the next episode, 15-Minute BJ Podcast, coming up at next week. Good night, or morning, whatever this is for you.
Do you find it difficult to be a single zombie mother, always on the go, never having time to worry about your kids' nutrition? Well, those days are over thanks to Raisin Brain. One bowl of Raisin Brain contains enough vitamin B and sticky gooey stuff to keep your little undead going through the afterlife. Here, kids, come get your Raisin Brain.
Yay! Raisin Brain! I love Raisin